What's going on, Libra? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of October 12th through the 18th of 2020. Brian here, of course. Thank you for joining me, and happy birthday to all the Libras out there. It is Libra season, and nobody loves their birthday like a Libra. Shout out to Libras. Well, it's a huge week. Mercury retrograde in your second house, opposing Uranus in your eighth. We got a new moon in your first house. A huge new moon. This is one of the biggest, wildest new moons I've ever seen. And, it's going to be in opposition to Eris, in opposition to Mars, T-squaring Pluto and Saturn in your fourth house. Let's take a look. Got that Mercury retrograde here in your second house. This is definitely going to have you rethink your values and rethink your relationship with yourself and what is actually comfortable in this reality. It's a big deal, and I think it has to be brought to mind. Uranus in your eighth house is trying to really connect you to your deeper psychology of what emotionally you want to connect with, and I think it can feel out of this world, but it's at the same time, it's this disconnection from what isn't of the ultimate value and what isn't of the self-love. And what isn't of what you want to build from and create from that's going to be brought up, and it can happen in who knows which way. Like, honestly, Uranus is out of this world. Literally. Well, crazy new moon on it's Friday, the 16th, and this is dealing with a lot of relationship stuff. This is dealing with your identity. This is stepping into your true, authentic, unique ego and just moving forward in a powerful way with that. But at the same time, Mars retrograde in your seventh house is really having you, I would say, focus on the relationships that, I don't know, are passionate. Is there an intense vibe that makes sense? Do they align with you on a very identified level, you could say? And there's definitely a tug of war here. I would say that this is a big new moon of really stepping into yourself. And by stepping into your true self, you have to be willing to step into the relationships that are aligned with your true self and of that projector that's going on inside yourself. We do have this T-square to Pluto and Saturn on that new moon. It's intense in a huge way, and this is taking place in your fourth house. I mean, it's like the transformation is going on very deep within you right now, emotionally, subconsciously, how you're building a foundation, what you're willing to, I would say, even flow with, and it's very emotional, and it's forcing a huge transformation, but it's forcing a huge transformation to take you into your destiny. Your 10th house is the house that's opposite this, and I think there's a lot of focus there. I mean, you have to be willing to let go of emotions that aren't going to take you to the highest place, whether they're emotions against yourself or in a relationship that aren't aligning with your true soul identity and where you want to go in the future. This is big cardinal energy in your houses and big cardinal energy in general. It's very powerful stuff. And I think Saturn can try and restrict you from yourself and restrict you from the relationships you want by making you feel like, like you're not worth it deep down. And that's the hard part, is knowing that you are worth it. You have all the value you need. Mercury retrograde's trying to show you that. And it's trying to take you to your future and trying to make you hit the goals that you want. The North Node in your ninth house is trying to have you connect to something way bigger to expand on. But if you're not willing to tap into your true identity and align yourself with the right people, and emotionally, you're never going to be able to expand and really step into that true universal expansion even, and truly find something within yourself to believe in and hold on to. And that's the ultimate connection to the divine. That's everything. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Venus in your 12th house is definitely trying to just dream and see the beauty in all that there is, which is great, but it's in opposition to Neptune in your 6th house. It's like reality of what's going on a day-to-day basis can take you out of the dream that you want to project and go towards, and have the relationships that are dreamy and divinely aligned. But is your reality matching that? Are you willing to not be delusional and step out of anything that isn't taking you to the higher place spiritually and taking you to the higher place of your destiny? And I think that's very important. It's a wild week, but I think you got this for sure by really looking long term with yourself, with the people you're around, and transforming some really powerful stuff within you subconsciously, emotionally, to get there. Step into your true identity, and I think you got that for sure. Pulled the 3 of Cups. I think there's so much beauty in the emotions deep within you, and there's so much love with the people that you keep around, but only if they're in that vibration and in that, setting with you. And I think you can have the most amazing connections possible, but you definitely have to be willing to get into that vibe, transform, and I think there's really some really beautiful gifts coming your way. And it's your birthday, so why not? I love you very much, Libra. I'll catch you next time. Peace.